everybody, welcome to my channel. I'm Lindsay. Today we're going to do a fun leg focused Pilates workout. So it's going to be lots of fun things to target our lower half as well as our core, but not the traditional squats, lunges, those things. Okay, so should be pretty knee friendly in case you're needing that. The only thing you're going to need today is something to do some stretches at the end. You can use a magic circle if you have one. If you don't have one, you can grab a towel. You could grab a long band. You could grab a stretching strap if you have a yoga stretching strap, or just a kind of a rope. Anything that's a little bit longer that you can hook over your foot to give a little tug to pull back. So grab that, keep that handy, grab some water, and we're going to lay all the way down to start our workout. So we're going to start sitting up with our feet onto the ground, our knees bent, our hands behind our thighs. We're going to take a nice big inhale. As you exhale, I want you to tuck your pelvis under and find a curve to your spine as you roll back. Feel your waistband pulling back as you're reaching your tailbone long. Your hands are here for support. And then you're going to sit up tall. Inhale, exhale, tuck that pelvis under, roll back, pull that waistband back. Try and have the longest C shape you can with your spine. And then sit up tall. Another one. Exhale, roll back. You want to keep your feet firmly onto the ground. Your hands are here if you need a little extra support. And then you're going to sit up tall. We're going to add on. Feel free to come back to this at any time. Inhale, exhale, roll back, but lift your arms up next to your legs so that they're not being used at all. And then sit up tall. Same thing, follow your breath, tuck that tailbone under, pull that waistband back. You can squeeze those legs together. You want to feel it in your belly, not your hip flexors, and sit up tall. Two more, right like this. I can't tell you how much it helps to use your breath. When I get talking away and I don't use my breath, I can absolutely tell. Good. On this next one, you're going to hold it back. You're going to tuck that tailbone, roll back. You're going to lift your right arm right up to your ears and then bring it down. Lift your left arm up to your ears and bring it down. Everything is slow and controlled. Pilates is all about precision and control. I like to say that if you needed to stop at any point, you could, because you are in control of your body and momentum is not taking over. Breathe. Keep the arms long and sit up tall. Now, if any of these that we do get to be too much, you go back to the one before it that works good for you. Inhale, exhale, tuck that pelvis, roll back, hold. Lift both arms up to your ears and bring them down. Lift both arms up and bring them down. I feel my core shake as I bring my arms up. Hopefully you do too. Hopefully you feel that extra pull on your belly. Arms long and sit up tall. Breathe, exhale, tuck that tailbone under. Take your right hand, reach it back to the back corner of your mat and follow it with your gaze. And bring it back to center. Do it to the other side. Reach that hand to the back of your mat and follow it with your gaze. So that way your torso is twisting. Your core, your hips down are staying nice and solid, but your torso is twisting to that far corner of your mat. One more, both sides. Last one. Good. Come up to center. We're going to carefully roll back and put our elbows right on the mat beneath us. So it's kind of like you're laying at the beach and you're maxing and relaxing, right? Except we're going to push to our forearms and lift our chest up to the sky. So no slouchy chest, no slouchy shoulders. Push to those forearms, come up into the sky. Squeeze those legs together and keep them bent onto the ground. You're going to tuck that tailbone long. So you're saying tuck. You're reaching the tailbone through down to your legs. And as you do, you're going to exhale, pull your core back, and reach your arm long. When you reach your arm long, you don't want to drop your torso. So you're going to exhale and reach. You're basically you're resting right about your lower back area. So you're holding it there. So when you reach, your arm reaches out, but your torso does not drop. Oftentimes I see this or I see this, okay? We need to turn on that core, tuck that tailbone, pull the waistband back, find where you can balance and reach up. Think of your lift when you're doing your 100 or you're doing your your single leg stretch series. You need to have those ribs tucked down into your hips, and you need to have a platform to balance on. Good. Now you can keep single arm, or we're going to try double arm. You're going to inhale. As you exhale, reach both arms long. Don't drop the torso, and pull them back underneath you. Breathe. I like to cue for us to blow our air out when we do our hardest thing, because when you're blowing your air out, your inner corset muscles are wrapping around to help stabilize that deep core. 2 more like this. And pull them back. Last one. And pull them back. Good. Now those are some wonderful exercises that you can replace with some of the other ones we progressed, such as the 100 or the roll up, in case those ones are a little too hard. So go back to the elbow slip or the half roll back that we just started with. Otherwise, we're going to get ready for our 100. First, we're going to practice our lift. So we're going to inhale, exhale, drop the arms, look towards our inner thighs, and reach. When you're here, your neck is nicely onto your torso, right? If you're looking at this guy like this hurts. This is like a neck ache waiting to happen, all right? You need to come from here and tip up and reach long. Good. Go ahead and roll back down and release. Inhale, exhale, roll up and reach those arms long. Breathe. Now, can you just do a little pump of the arms, pulling from your back? You want right back here to pull those arms down and up. There's no floppy elbows, no floppy fish, no floppy wrists. You're moving straight from your back, which is right at your shoulders, and your arm connects to your back. Good. Now hold them still and then roll down. We're going to go fully into our 100. You can keep your feet on the ground, you can keep your feet chair-like position, or you can straighten them out and lift them up. We're going to squeeze them together. Inhale, exhale, nod the chin, squeeze the legs, lift up into your 100, and pump the arms. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Does this position feel familiar? When we were doing our elbow slips, this is the position that we're in. From here to here is connected to the floor, and we're up in our lift, right? You can have your feet bent, you can have your feet down, or you can have them extended, but it's that same position right here. Good. Whew. Hard to talk, not breathe properly, and get through the 100. Breathe in and out. In and out. Two more cycles of breath. Last one. Good. Go ahead and relax all the way down. Woo! Hopefully our core is nice and warmed up. I know mine is getting there. You're going to extend those legs. You're going to flex those toes towards you. We're going to do a roll up. If this is not in your practice, then you can do a half roll back or an elbow slip, just like we started. Arms are going to be up to the sky. You're going to inhale. As you exhale, nod your chin. Slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Squeeze those legs together as you roll all the way up and over. Good. Tuck that tailbone. Slowly roll back one vertebrae at a time. Rolling, rolling, rolling. And then lift the arms up to the sky. Breathe. Blow your air out. As you come all the way up. And then inhale as you tuck that pelvis and roll back down. And exhale. You can inhale again. You know, if your breath can't follow or go that long, just keep breathing. The only thing you can't do is hold your breath, okay? And I often see a lot of people go and turn bright red as they try to come up. Don't do it. Do not do it. If at the very least, if you can at least blow out as we roll up, okay? Last one, we're going to inhale, exhale, slowly come all the way up. And roll all the way back down. Good. All right, arms are long by our side. We're going to take our mat and we're going to pull it apart. So when you do that, you should feel your back turn on. Okay, so pull that mat apart. And then take your left leg and push it into the floor. So flex the toes towards your shins. Feel your heel, your calf, and your thigh all pushing into the floor. Then lift your right leg up to the sky. By the time you get your right leg up, every other part of your body is on, right? Left leg is on, back is on, core is on. Inhale, exhale, reach that right leg across the body, out and up. Really reach it long. Try and draw a circle on the ceiling while we're pushing that left leg down, pushing that back into the mat. Reverse directions. Whew. This one gets me every time. Just the straightening of my leg. Whew, good. Drop that right leg down. Flex that right toe. Lift the left one up to the sky. Pull that mat apart. Push that left leg up to the sky. Look, it's going to start shaking just trying to straighten it. Exhale as you bring it across your body. Down, out, and up. I've got legs on the brain today, but I also did a leg workout earlier this morning, so my legs are already tired. Whew. And reverse. Breathe. Keep your whole body turned on. Press that right leg to the floor. Pull that mat apart. Reach the left leg up long, and then lower it down. Awesome. Flex the toes back towards your shins, arms up. Inhale, exhale, nod that chin. Slowly come up to a sitting position. Good. Bend those knees, bring them towards you. We're going to go into rolling like a ball. We're going to grab towards our ankles, lift both feet up, squeeze the heels together. So you're probably saying, how is this leg related? Well, we're going to squeeze our heels together and have a slight outward push at our hips. So it's not that you're just opening up the knees to a big old butterfly, but you're pushing out those legs while you squeeze those heels together to turn on those outer hips, the glutes, and keep those legs turned on. Now from here, you're going to tuck that pelvis under, feel that waistband pull back, and then sit up tall. One last one like that. Woo! It's right before you tip. And now we're going to tip. You're going to tuck that tailbone, roll back down your spine, up to your bra line, and then back up. Good. Are you pushing out from those hips and squeezing those heels together at the same time? I was not, but that time I did. Good. Put it into your legs. Feel the push out from the hips and the squeeze in with the heels. Good. Let's do two more. Last one. And we're going to add on to this ball because it's so much fun. So now you're going to roll back, and as you roll up, extend the arms and legs, squeeze the legs together. Glue them as one. Make them work hard. Bring them back in. Tuck that pelvis. Roll back. Roll up and extend. Good. Bring them in. Squeeze the heels. Tuck, roll, and up. Ooh, my legs are angry already. Good. Bring them in. We've got two more. Tuck, roll. And remember, you do what works for you. If you prefer the rolling like a ball and not this, go for it. Or if you prefer that half roll back right here, go for it. Ooh, good. Feet on the floor, lay all the way back down, arms long by your side. We're going to do some bridges. We're going to scoot our feet away from our bum a little bit. Have our hands flat onto the ground. Remember that pull of that mat to open up the back? We want that same feeling here. So if you want to pull that mat, go for it. Or you can push your hands into the floor and feel it. We're going to inhale. As you exhale, you're going to lift your pelvic floor and tilt your pelvis and then push your feet and lift up. Slowly roll down through your spine, one vertebrae at a time, upper back, middle back, lower back, tailbone, and release that pelvis. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth, push your feet and lift up. Good. Slowly roll down one vertebrae at a time and release that pelvis. 3 more right like this. Breathe. Follow your breath. Inhale. Exhale. Tilt your pelvis. Press through those feet and lift up. And slowly roll down. Good. 2 more. Make your breath loud. When you blow your breath out like you're either fogging up a mirror or blowing out a birthday candle, that's when your inner corset muscles and your deep stabilizers turn on. Breathe. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Tilt and press. Now let's hold it up here. We're going to take our right leg, push that leg all the way along the floor, and then lift it up to the sky. Flex the toes and drop it down. Point, lift, flex, drop, point, lift. Good. Keep your hips parallel to the floor. Do not drop them down. Last one, lift it all the way up, bend the knee, connect it to the floor. Arms are still long, supporting us. Push that left leg all the way out and lift it up to the sky. Flex the toes, drop it down, point, and lift, flex, and drop, point, and lift. 3 more. Woo. Breathing. Last one. Lift all the way up, bend that leg down, and slowly roll down 1 vertebrae at a time. Good. Hoi, oi, oi. Let's roll onto our side. You're going to keep your bum and your shoulders up against the back of the mat, feet towards the front of the mat, okay? Hand can be up on your head or all the way down. Try and have a small lift of your lower obliques, which I find is easier if I have my head down. It's just a little one. You're going to push your bottom leg down into the ground, so push the toe into the ground. Point the top toe, lift up to the sky, flex, and bring it down. Point, lift, flex, down. Good. This whole time you need to keep your hips stacked. So don't roll off the back. It's very easy to overcompensate and just kind of open those hips up and really lift that leg high by rolling back. We don't want that. I don't care how high your leg goes as long as you keep your hips stacked. One last one like this. Good. Go ahead and hold it down. Keep that leg, top leg parallel to the floor. Flex the toes. Pull it forward. 3, 2, 1. Point. Pull it back. 3, 2, 1. When you pull it forward and back, from your hips up is very solid. Don't arch your back to overcompensate for that leg. So don't tip your chest forward to reach towards that leg and then arch it to pull it back. Come from the front of your top of your leg to pull forward and come from your glute and your hamstring to pull back. Last one. Good. Come back to center. Point that toe. Draw it along the bottom leg. Lift straight up to the sky. Flex and squeeze it down. Point. Draw it in. Lift it up and flex it down. Point. In. Straight up. Flex and down. Don't roll back on those hips. 2 more like this. Ooh, I can tell my legs are tired from this morning. Last one. And then we get to reverse direction. Point that toe, lift the leg straight up to the sky. Bend it in and push it out. Lift up, bend, and push. Lift up, bend, and push. 2 more. Last one. Good. Point that toe down. Tap it right in front of your bottom foot. 3, 2, 1. Pop it up to the sky. Tap the heel behind. 3, 2, 1. Lift it up and tap toes. Lift it up, tap heels. Lift up, tap toes. Lift up, tap heels. Keep the hips stacked. 2 more forward and back. Last one. Oy, oy, oy. Good. Go ahead and breathe. Push yourself up or roll over to the other side. Hips and shoulders to the back of the mat, feet towards the front of your mat. Do the exact same you did on the other side. So if your head was down on that other side, keep it down. If it was up, keep it up. Make yourself even. Push your bottom leg into the floor. Lift your lower obliques just a tiny bit. Point the top toe, lift it up and flex it down. Keep the hips stacked. Lift up and flex it down. Good. Breathing. Point that toe to lift it. Flex it to drop it down. 2 more here. Last one. Hold it down. Flex that foot forward, parallel to the floor. Pull it forward. 3, 2, 1. Point and pull it back. 3, 2, 1. Flex. Pull it forward. This whole time, that leg stays up at hip height. So don't drop it as you go forward and back. Pretend you're cruising right on the same, what would it be? Latitude, I guess. I always have to remember latitude. Your lips go wide. Longitude, it goes up and down. like you're going right across parallel to the ground. Pull it forward and then pull it back. One more forward and back. Good. Come center, point that toe, draw it along the bottom leg, lift it straight up, flex, and pull it down. Remember, is there a rod through your hip still? Keeping them stacked. Do not roll back. It gets much easier if you roll it back, but we're not going the easy route. Whew. Right? Last one like this. And we reverse directions. Point that toe, lift it up, bend it in, and push it out. Lift it up, bend it in, and push it out. Lift up, bend, and push. Breathe. 2 more. Last one. Good. Hold that leg down there. Point the toes down. Tap it. 3, 2, 1. Lift it up. Heel. Tap. 3, 2, 1. Lift and toe. 3, 2, 1. And heel. Now, the reason we're doing heel and toe is we want to internally rotate that hip and externally rotate that hip. So while our ankle and our foot looks like what's doing the movement, I want the movement to come up from here right at your hip socket. Good. One more forward and back. Whew. Good. Relax for a second. Go ahead and push onto your back. We got another set of bridges. Told you, this is a little leg focus. That's the whole plan of this workout. Arms are long by our sides. Scoot your feet away a little bit. We're also going to step them out a little bit. So your toes are towards the end, towards the corners of your mat, and your heels are in just a tiny bit, okay? We're going to inhale. As you exhale, lift that pelvic floor, tilt that pelvis, press through those feet, and lift up. Good. You should feel a little bit more outer glute when you lift with this angle. Slowly roll down through your back, one vertebrae at a time. Tailbone hits, release that pelvis. Breathe. Exhale, tilt that pelvis, lift the pelvic floor, push evenly through your feet as you slowly lift up, feeling those outer glutes help work, lifting the leg, and then slowly roll down. Good. 3 more right like this. Use that back as a nice big platform as you roll up, pressing through those feet. Breathe, and then down. I have to say my inner thighs are feeling it too. 2 more. And down. Last one. And roll back down. Good. Go ahead and step those feet in so that they're parallel again. Arms are long. Inhale, exhale, tuck that pelvis, press up to the sky. When we're up, we want our rib cage down, our pubic bone up. So our core is turned on, our glutes and hamstrings are working. Keeping our hips exactly where they're at. We're not going to drop them down and we're not going to lift them up. We're just going to march our feet. So we're going to lift our right foot an inch, lift our left foot an inch. Keep marching, just these tiny little lifts, but each lift you should feel your weight shift into each opposite leg. And when you do, you're trying to keep your torso nice and solid. We do not want to be swinging like a bell. We're not doing this. That's when we lose it and we fall all out of it. So you need to just do a nice slow movement. Feel that weight shift. Feel the hamstrings, the glutes, the core all working to hold you in place. Don't forget those arms and that back too. 1 more, both sides. Plant those feet, slowly roll down. Good. How are those hamstrings feeling? Hopefully pretty good. All right, I'm pulling out a little bit of our butt busters to kind of do some low impact lower half of our body here. Inhale, exhale, push through those feet, lift all the way up. You're going to tap your butt down and lift right back up. Tap down, lift up. Push evenly through your feet. Throughout all of these, are you pushing through your big toe, your pinky toe, and your heel? Make it a nice tripod connection so that you're not rolling out to the outsides of your feet or rolling into the insides. Tap that bum down and push right back up. Tap down, lift up. Tap down, lift up. 3 more like this. 2, Last one. Roll all the way down. Hoi, yoi, yoi. All right, we've got a couple more here. Inhale, exhale, lift up as you press through those feet. Good. Now holding here, we're going to go down for 3 and up for 1. So you're going to go down, 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 press up. Down, 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 press up. Down, 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 and up. Down, 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 and up. Normally, I love teaching with music in the background, so we have the beat to go to. I'm still working that out with YouTube. YouTube and I don't agree, or I don't know how to figure out YouTube's combination of actually having decent music that is copyright approved. So I'm working on it. I am working on it. Still keep going down for 3, up for 1. One last one. And hold up and pulse. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Hopefully your bum is feeling it. 3, 2. It's amazing what you can do with just your body weight. Good. And come on down. We got one more bridge. And then we're moving on. Inhale. Exhale. Push those feet. Lift up. Good. We want down for 1, up for 3. Press down and up, up, up. Down, up, up, up. Down, up, up, up. What I need you to remember and to make sure you're continuing to do is press evenly through the big toe, the pinky toe, and the heel. Don't roll those feet to compensate for other things. Down, up, up, up. Down, up, up, up. 2 more. Breathing. Last one. And hold up and pulse. Pulse, 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 pulse. 4, 3, 2, and roll down. Hoi! Bring those knees to your chest. I do promise you at the end of this series, at the end of this whole workout, we have a wonderful stretch series coming. So hang in there with me a little bit longer. Let's roll onto our side. Hips towards the back of the mat. Shoulders right back there with it. And now we are going to do something a little different. So you're going to bring your feet in line with your butt. Okay, so they're towards the back of the mat as well. Your knees are bent, but they're not like a hard 90 degrees. They're just an open bend with your feet all the way in line with your bum. Okay, upper body can be laying down or up, whatever you prefer. Try and have a slight lift right here. And now let's clamshell, open up that top knee. So lift and lower. Now, still have that rod through our hips. So with that rod through your hips and not opening your hips up to the back, you have a limit to how high you can lift up your knee. So find that limit. And as you do, turn this into a core exercise. Inhale as you go down. Exhale as you come up and zip up that core. Inhale down. Exhale up. Breathe. Good. 3 more like this. Keep those feet together. Last one. Good. Keep those knees together. Lift the feet up in the air. So now your bottom thigh is connected to the ground. Now open your knees up here. Once again, keeping the hips stacked. Good. If it feels too easy, check your stack. That's almost the first thing where people overcompensate and roll off. Oof. Good. You should feel it right in your top bum right here. Let's do 3 more. Last one. Good. Hold it down. Hold the top leg up hip height. Drop the bottom leg down. Now just drop that leg down and lift it up. Drop down and lift it up. Keeping it in the same bend, but we're not keeping our feet together. Okay, lift it up and down. 4 more like this. 3, 2, hold this one up. Hold it up. Tip your knee down. Lift your knee up. Tip your knee down. Lift it up. Back to that internal and external rotation. But can you pull it into that position and pull it down into that position? So really work to find that end range of how far you can go. Not just flinging that leg around. You want to pull it up and then push it down. And pull it up and push it down. 2 more both ways. Last one. Woo! Good. All right. Keep those knees bent. We're going to come up onto our forearm, and we're going to come up into a side plank. So you're going to lift up that bottom hip, okay? So you're still on your knees. Your feet are still in line with your butt. You're pushing through this elbow and this shoulder. You're going to reach your top arm long and lift your top leg up to hip height. Now, you're going to take your right hand. You're going to reach it as you dip your hips back and then pull it in as you lift up, and you lift up from this outer glute. So reach it back and then lift up. Reach, sit the hips back, lift as you lift up from those outer glutes. Tip back and lift. Add your breath. Inhale as you come down. Exhale as you come up. So you want to find your outer glutes on both sides, the lower and the top. Reach down and lift up. Reach, kind of twist that torso a little and lift. Woo, 2 more. Last one. Oy, oy, oy. We get to do all that again on the other side. Remember, I promise, good stretches are coming. Good stretches are coming. All right, line those feet up with the butt. Whole body is in line. Get comfy. Stack those hips and clamshells first. Open. Good. Really focus on squeezing. Ay, ay, ay. I don't know if it's a good idea to do in person and video, same body part, same day. Probably not my greatest move. But legs are probably my favorite to work. And I often have people ask to do more legs. So we can make that happen. We can make that happen. 2 more regular clamshells right like this. Make sure you're really pulling up. Feel that top glute work. Good. On this next one, you're going to keep those legs together. Lift the feet up into the air. Keep your lower leg down, feet together, and squeeze up. Is that rod still through your hips? Are you still stacked? Remember to connect your breath. Blow out as you open. Inhale as you relax down. Ooh, my outer glutes are angry. Do 3 more. Last one. Good. Drop the bottom leg down. Keep the top leg hip height. Just drop it down and lift. Drop down and lift. Drop and lift. Three, 2, hold that leg up, dip the knee down and open. Dip down and open. Ay, ay, ay. Keep that hip stacked. We're internally rotating in that hip socket and externally rotating in that hip socket. Pushing down and pulling up. Hopefully you feel this a ton. If you ever do not, please write in the comments and we will help troubleshoot what's going on because I want you to get good use of your time. 2 more, down and up. Last one. Oof, good. All right, come up onto that forearm. Here we go. First, lift up into that side plank, okay? Hips are up. Legs are lower half of the legs are connected. Top arm is reaching. Top leg is lifted. You're going to reach that left arm as you twist your torso to the ground and sit that right hip back. And then you're going to lift up as you pull the arm back and lift up that top leg. Reach back and lift. Reach back and lift. Inhale down. Exhale, lift. Good. Remember, we're looking for the outer glutes. So here and here. You want to feel the bottom one elongate and then tighten and lift up. I did these this morning and they hurt. They hurt. Fun fact, our glute med, the side of our butt, women are often very weak on. So it helps for us to strengthen them. 2 more. We got this. Last one. Wonderful. All right. You're going to lay on down. Actually, you're not. You're going to stay right up here. You're going to stay with your arms, fingertips are either back behind you or towards the corner of your mat. Feet are firmly on the ground. We're going to lift up into a reverse tabletop. So we're going to inhale. As we exhale, you're going to lift those hips up and look it towards the sky. Good. And then come right back down. If your shoulders don't like this, you can go back to a regular shoulder bridge, just a regular bridge, and come back down. Feel the backs of the legs work to lift you up. Let's do 3 more. Push evenly through those feet. I just found myself lifting my pinky toes. I could feel those very lifted when I was pushing up. Try and push evenly. Breathe. Last one. Good. Now, you can either stay with those or you can stretch those legs out, and we're going to do a straight-legged lift, okay? Inhale, exhale, just lift up into a reverse plank, reaching those legs long, reaching the top of your head long, and then back down. I remember I used to not be able to do these, so don't feel like, oh my goodness, how is she doing that? Do the reverse tabletop, and then eventually you'll get these, okay? I know some people that can do this and then can lift a leg. I am nowhere close to that yet. But the backs of our legs, we need to strengthen. Strengthen them a lot. Let's do 2 more. And this does it. So if you can get up at all, try and do it. Good. Last one. Good. Lay all the way back down. Bring your right knee towards your chest. Take right hand towards the ankle, left hand towards the knee. Pull up into that lift. Extend the left leg long. Pull it towards your chest for 3, 2, 1. Ooh, that feels good as a stretch. And switch. Outside hand to outside ankle. And switch. Your lift that we started with for our core is working for us right now, but we also get to enjoy a nice little stretch by pulling that knee back towards our chest and then releasing. 1 more, both sides. Last one. Pull both knees into your chest. Use your elbows out wide with your back turned on to hold in this lift. As you exhale, squeeze the legs together, reach the arms long, don't drop that torso. Swoop the arms around, give a hug. Exhale, extend, and swoop around. Exhale, and swoop. 2 more. Last one. Pull those legs in, right leg up to the sky, left leg away. Oh, straight leg, pull it back. 3, 2, 1, and switch. Elbows wide, make your back work for you, and switch. 3, 2, 1, and switch. 2 more, both sides. Oh, I almost said last one. We got 1 more, both sides. Oh, the back of my legs are so tight. Keep them straight and pull them up. Good. Lift the legs straight up, hands behind your head. Squeeze the legs together as you drop them down and lift them up. Down and up. 3 more. Last one. Bend the knees in for crisscross, Reach one leg long and then switch. I wanted to call it bicycle, which from my group exercise days, this is bicycle. For my Pilates days, this is crisscross. Depends on what day you catch me on what I'll call it. Blow the air out as you reach. Push the bottom elbow down. Reach the bottom or opposite leg out. 1 more, both sides. Good. Pull your knees to your chest. Give a little wiggle. How are you feeling? Hopefully wonderful. Whew, let's roll onto our belly. All right. Push your forearms into the mat. Right now I'm slouchy, right? I'm hanging out all on my lower back. First of all, you need to not kick the weights behind me. All right, so you're going to push through those forearms. So you lift that back up. Lift the shoulders as you push through that back. And when you do, you're going to lift your hip points with you. So tip that tailbone long towards your legs. So right now, my core is turned on. My back is turned on. And I'm feeling nice and strong. Take your right leg, kick your own butt. 3, 2, 1. And release. Do the left leg. 3, 2, 1. When you kick, if you find that you're rocking and rolling, reset your upper body. pull those elbows back towards your torso just a tiny bit, and it's going to turn on that core even more. And really try to kick your own butt as much as you can to work those hamstrings. One more time, both sides. Last one. And down. Good. Put one cheek onto the floor. Reach your hands back behind your bra line and clasp them. You're going to take your feet, kick your own butt. 3, 2, 1. As you extend, reach those arms. Push the feet into the floor as you lift that upper back. Go ahead and come on down to your opposite cheek. Kick your own butt. 3, 2, 1. And reach. Neck in line with your spine. And down. 3, 2, 1. And reach. Last one. 3, 2, 1. And reach. Good. Go ahead and push back into a child's pose. Get a nice little stretch. Good. Go ahead and come up into a kneeling position. So what we are going to do, I'm losing my leggings here. You're going to lift your arms straight up to the sky. Your knees are one hip or fist distance apart. So they're hip distance right here, which is one fist apart. I'm going to show it to you this way so you can see my side body. All right. Now mentally, you're going to pull your knees in together. Lift the arms up. As you exhale, you're going to hinge at your knees and just lean back and then lead with your pelvis and lift back up. So lean back, keeping a nice straight body from your shoulder through your hips down to your knees, and lift up. The first couple times I used to do this years ago, it would hurt my knees. It bothered. And I was like, I don't know how anybody can do this. It helps so much if you give an inward pull of your knees this way. So if you need to grab a pillow or a small exercise ball to put in there to squeeze in together, it really helps. Let's do 2 more. Last one. Good. Stay in this kneeling position, arms out to a T. You're going to tip over to the right, extend the left leg long, flex the toes, lift it up and up and up and up. Make sure this knee is underneath their hip. 2, good. Point that toe, do small circles. Make sure you control it and reverse directions. 3, 2, bring that knee in, come up to that T and tip over to the other side. Extend that top leg up, flex the toes, lift it up and up and up and up. 4, 3, 2, good. Point that toe, small circles. Breathing. Reverse directions. 2 and 1. Good. Come up to a kneeling position. You're going to come the length of your mat. We're going to come down into push-up position. So you're going to walk those hands out underneath your shoulders, push those legs out, come up onto your toes, and breathe. From here, you're going to lift your right leg straight up from your glute and your hamstrings. Tip forward and back on that left foot. Put it back down. Lift the left leg up. Tip forward and back. This is where I should have taken socks off. It always gets a little dicey if you have socks on and they roll with your foot. Good. One more, both sides. Feel the backs of the legs work. That's the hardest part to turn on right here. Good. Go ahead and come on down. Come into that child's pose. Remember those leg stretches that I promised that said would be so wonderful? They're here. We made it. So you need to grab your magic circle, your towel, your long band, whatever you have that will work to reach your leg. And we're going to lay on down on our back. We're going to take our right leg. I got to fix my sock after all that wiggling. Right leg straight up to the sky. You're going to put whatever you have right onto the ball of your foot and straighten your right leg out. So if it's a magic circle, you'll put your toes right onto that circle. If it's a long band, you'll put it there. Whatever works for you. Towel, go ahead and point that toe and then flex the ankle and give it a gentle pull back. Point the toe and give it a gentle pull. This might be one of my favorite series coming up right here. If you've been in class with me, we've probably done it a lot because it feels so good on your legs. As you point and flex that heel, now turn the heel out so your toes are in. So you're just slightly internally rotated and you'll feel a slightly different stretch in that calf. Really aim to keep that leg straight as much as possible. I can't tell you how hard it used to be. This would be straight for me before, but really always try and focus on straightening it up. Doesn't matter how far you pull that leg back, but aim to straighten it. Good. Twist so heel is in, toe is out, and keep pointing and flexing that heel. And I promise you will increase in flexibility. I just had a conversation with some of my clients just recently that I truly do believe you're born with a certain set of flexibility, a certain amount, but you can shift that spectrum just a little bit. Like, I don't think some people are ever destined to do the splits, me being one of them. But I do think you can gain more flexibility for sure. Good. Go ahead and come back to center. Come back to a neutral with your foot and with your leg. So leg is straight. And now we're going to pull that straight leg right back towards our shoulder. Ooh, feel that hamstring stretch, and then release it right back up to the sky. So go ahead and pull it back, whether you have that towel or that exercise band, just pull it back. Careful with the exercise band that it you don't just work your back and your legs, your back and your arms while you're pulling it and it's stretching. Boy, one last one, straight back. Good. Go ahead and release. You're going to either grab that towel or the band with one hand or put the circle into your right hand. Move the right leg away from your body 4 to 6 inches. Your left hip is still nice and firmly on the ground. And then pull that leg straight up towards your shoulder and release it back down. Pull it straight up and release it down. Good. And breathe. How straight can you keep that leg? Good. So hopefully you guys are watching these while I am headed to Florida. I'm specifically making all these for my clients so that you guys keep active while I'm gone. Good. Go ahead and cross that leg over. You are going to need to extend your left leg. Right hip is still down onto the mat, and pull that left leg straight back towards your shoulder. This one gets me every time. Whew, you should feel it right up the outside of your leg through that IT band. Might not be able to talk through this one. But yes, if you're doing these while I'm gone on vacation, comment below so I know who's working while I'm gone. Please. Oh boy, this stretch feels so good and yet so bad all at the same time. But remember, you're in control of the stretch. You'd like it sensation-filled, which is happening in this leg right now, but not necessarily painful. One last one. Good. Go ahead and come to center. Put the right hand back onto that circle. As you open the leg all the way up to the right, your hip can lift up, and then switch hands and open it all, or close it all the way over to the left. Good. So your bra line up is going to stay connected to the ground, but your hips can rock and roll a little bit. This is where it shows me that my leg does not like to go that internal rotation. It likes to go out just fine, but it does not like to come across and stretch this way. Good. 2 more both sides. This is called the windshield wiper. It feels pretty awesome. If you have that towel, you can just pass it back and forth to your hands. Just switch and reach it over. If you don't have a magic circle, I highly suggest grabbing one. They're a super cheap, easy thing to add to your arsenal of exercise equipment. Good. Go ahead and release. We're going to switch sides. Left foot's going to come up. Remember, your right leg can stay bent if you'd like. Left leg, going to straighten it out. Point that toe and flex it down. Point and flex. Back to the magic circle. You can do a lot with it. You can do a lot with the stretching. You can do a lot with assisting exercises, challenging exercises, and they're like $10. You can get them on Amazon. TJ Maxx near us used to have them forever, but I think I told too many people about that, and now TJ Maxx does not have magic circles. Breathe. But they truly are magical. Go ahead and hit that heel out to the side. Put the toe in, push it up, and pull it down. Push up, and pull it down. One last one, and then go ahead and switch. Heel in, toe out, reach it up. and pull it down. And breathe. This would be a great series to do every morning or every night, one of the two. It does feel wonderful on your legs. Good, go ahead and come back to center. Leg is straight, foot is neutral. Pull that leg straight back towards your shoulder, keeping it straight. Don't bend at the knee just to gain a little bit of extra ground. Go ahead and release up to the sky. Pull it back. Breathe into it and release. This leg seems to be tighter than the other leg. I don't know if you can see, but it's already starting to shake. You think the easy part's the stretching at the end, but that's the hard part. Last one. Good. Switch that towel or circle or whatever into your left hand. Move the leg away from your body 4 to 6 inches. Still keep your opposite hip down and pull that leg straight back towards your shoulder and release it back out. Pull it straight back and release. Breathing, keeping that leg nice and straight. Last one. Good. Extend that right leg long, switch the hands, and pull that left leg over to the right, keeping your left hip connected. So it's staying connected to the ground, and then pull that leg straight up to the sky. I don't know if you noticed, mine moved like an inch and then back down. The first time I did this, my boss goes, no, you have to move your leg up towards your shoulder. I said, I am. And she tried to give a little push to it. She goes, okay, yep, you're there. This is my extra tight spot. Remember, you want it to be sensation-filled, but not painful. So work on getting that stretch, and it should feel good, but feel a lot. Have a lot of feelings in that leg. Mine is beginning to shake. 2 more like this. Breathe. Last one. Good. Come to center. We got those windshield wipers. So open that leg all the way up to the left. I'm stopped by a wall. And then cross it over and bring it over to the right. Oof. Good. And bring it up. Might scoot over just a little for this. And roll it over. And then cross and bring it back. Remember, bra line up is staying connected to the ground, but our hips can rock and roll. Switch those hands with that towel or that strap for the circle. And get that nice stretch. I hope you enjoyed our workout today. I definitely would love feedback. If you liked the stretches, if you liked the strength, if you want it harder, if you want it easier, if something didn't feel right, give me all your thoughts. The more you tell me, the more I can help. That being said, whenever I watch a YouTube video, I love them and I never leave comments. I need to do better because the people making them are happy to help if they know what they need to help. Ooh, one more over to the other side and across. Good. Hopefully, go ahead and release. Go ahead and come to your side, push yourself up to a sitting position. Hopefully, those legs went through the whole ringer. They got the nice big stretch, or excuse me, the nice big work, and then followed by the nice big stretch. So thank you for joining me today. I hope you had a wonderful time. Please like, subscribe, and comment below, and I'll see you again. See ya.